Hey there! Welcome back to our channel, where we provide valuable insights and tips for all things automotive. In today's video, we'll be discussing a common issue that many car owners face: bad CV joints. The CV joint is an essential component of your car's drivetrain system, and any problems with it can lead to serious issues. We'll explore the symptoms to watch out for and the causes behind this problem. So, let's dive right in. Part 1: Symptoms of bad CV joint. The first step in diagnosing a bad CV joint is recognizing the symptoms. Here are a few signs that may indicate a problem with your CV joint. 1. Vibrations. If you experience vibrations, especially during acceleration or while making turns, it could be a sign of a failing CV joint. This happens when the joint is damaged, and the wheel is not rotating smoothly. 2. Clicking, popping or clunking noises. A clicking, popping or clunking sound, particularly when turning, can indicate a worn-out CV joint. This happens when the joint is worn out and cannot rotate smoothly. Pay attention to any unusual noises coming from your vehicle. 3. Grease on wheel or axle. If you notice grease on the inside of your wheel or axle, it could be a sign of a damaged CV joint boot. This allows grease to escape and dirt to enter, leading to CV joint failure. 4. Steering difficulties. Difficulty in steering can be attributed to a bad CV joint. You may experience a binding sensation or a noticeable resistance. 5. Difficulty turning. If you're having trouble turning your car, it could be due to a bad CV joint. When the joint is damaged, it can cause the wheel to seize up, making it difficult to turn. 6. Loss of power. In severe cases, a bad CV joint can lead to a loss of power. This is caused by the joint's inability to effectively transfer power to the wheel, affecting the car's handling and control. Part 2: Causes of bad CV joint. Now that we've covered the symptoms, let's explore the causes behind a bad CV joint. Understanding these causes can help you prevent future issues. Here are a few common culprits. 1. Lack of lubrication. Insufficient or contaminated grease within the CV joint can lead to increased friction and wear. Regular maintenance, including greasing the joints, is crucial to prevent this. 2. Torn or damaged CV joint boot. The CV joint boot protects the joint from dirt, debris, and moisture. If the boot gets torn or damaged, it exposes the joint to these elements, leading to premature failure. 3. Aggressive driving habits. Constant high-speed driving, aggressive acceleration, and abrupt turns can put excessive stress on the CV joints, causing them to wear out faster. 4. Age and mileage. Over time, CV joints naturally wear out due to regular use and mileage. The older your vehicle and the higher the mileage, the more likely it is for the CV joints to develop issues. This can happen faster if you frequently drive on rough terrain or make sharp turns. 5. Accidents. If you've been in an accident, the impact can damage your car's CV joint. Even a minor collision can cause enough damage to affect the joint's performance. Part 3: Fixing CV joint problems. Fixing a damaged CV joint typically involves replacing the joint or the entire axle assembly. Here are the steps involved in fixing a bad CV joint. If you hear clicking or popping sounds when turning or accelerating, it may be a sign of a damaged CV joint. Inspect the CV joint boots for cracks or tears, which can allow dirt and debris to enter and damage the joint. If the CV joint boots are leaking grease or show signs of wear and crack, you need to remove the boots for replacement and the joint for inspection. Lift the vehicle off the ground and remove the wheel and remove the old CV joint. Depending on the type of vehicle, you may need to remove other components such as the brake caliper and rotor to access the CV joint. Once you have access, you can remove the old joint by removing the retaining clip and pulling it off the axle shaft. After removing the boots, thoroughly clean the CV joint and inspect each component. If it is in the early stages, adding fresh grease and installing new boots could fix the problem. However, if there is some sort of damage on the CV joint components, it is better to replace the entire CV joint with a new one. Install the new CV joint by sliding it onto the axle shaft and securing it with a new retaining clip. Reinstall any components that were removed to access the CV joint, such as the brake caliper and rotor. After replacing the CV joint, take the vehicle for a test drive to ensure that everything is working properly and there are no unusual noises or vibrations. If the entire axle assembly needs to be replaced, the process is similar but involves removing and replacing the entire axle instead of just the CV joint. It's important to have a professional mechanic diagnose and fix the problem to ensure that it's done correctly and safely. Part 4: Prevention of CV joint damage. 1. Regular inspection. Regularly inspect the CV joint boots for signs of wear, cracks, or tears. Replace any damaged boots promptly to prevent further damage. 2. Maintain proper lubrication. Ensure the CV joints are properly lubricated according to the manufacturer's recommendations. 3. Avoid harsh driving conditions. Avoid driving over harsh terrain or hitting potholes, as these can damage the CV joints. 4. Address problems early. If you notice any symptoms of a bad CV joint, address the issue promptly to prevent further damage and costly repairs. So, there you have it, guys. These are the symptoms, causes and diagnosis of a bad CV joint. If you notice any of these signs, it's essential to get your car checked by a professional mechanic. Ignoring the problem can lead to more serious issues and even put your safety at risk. Remember, regular maintenance and mindful driving habits can go a long way in ensuring the longevity of your CV joints and the overall health of your vehicle. If you like our content, please like and share our video and subscribe to our channel for more content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe and stay blessed.